Okay, guys, so the backside. Now, this is a cylinder. This shape right here is a cylinder, but the green part of that cylinder is a cone, like an ice cream cone. The difference between a cone and a cylinder goes straight down and it stays a circle, but a cone starts at a shape and it goes down to a point. So, the only difference, you solve them exactly the same, but at the very end, you see how the green shape is smaller? The green shape is actually 3 times smaller. A cone is 3 times smaller than a cylinder. So at the very end, you just divide by 3. So let's solve it like we normally would, and then just divide by 3 at the end. So let's find the circle first. So the area of the circle is pi r squared, and that's 5 is the radius, so area equals 5 times 5 squared. The area of the circle on top is 25 pi units squared. Okay, if we were trying to find the area of the cylinder, which is the whole shape, which is not what we're trying to do, but if we were trying to do that, we would take the volume, and we would say the volume is the base shape that we found, the circle shape, and we would stretch it by the height, and that would be the whole shape. But this one, we're just going to divide by 3. So we can say all of that divided by 3. So, and that shows us just the green shape. So if we say volume equals 25 pi was the circle, we're going to stretch it down 9 like we would, because this gets stretched down 9. But at the very end, we want a cone, not the whole thing. So it's 3 times smaller. Now, there's a bunch of ways you can do that, but let's just do the 25 times 9 first, and we can get 275. No, that's not right. 225. 225 pi divided by 3, and 225 divided by 3 is 75 pi units cubed, 3D space. So if you're ever doing a cone is just part of a cylinder. So you just do it exactly the way that you would before, but cones are just 3 times smaller. So like when you go to the ice cream store and they say, do you want a cone or a cup? If they were exactly the same size, you would want the cup, because the cup would give you 3 times more ice cream. But you know, those cones are pretty huge, so they're just bigger than the cups. But if they were the same exact size like these two were, there's more ice cream to fit in a cup than a cone. A cup gives you 3 times more. So a cone, you divide by 3 at the very end. So it's just one step at the very end. Just divide by 3. All right, let's see. 11 and 12, we have to find just the area of the triangle. So the area equals 1/2 base times height. But we have to know what is the actual base and what is the actual height. If we put this whole side on the floor, then this would be the height, because it gives us a straight up and down measurement. So I guess this side down here is from side to side is 10, because 8 plus 2, and then the height is 4. So once we know that, it's pretty easy. Area equals 1/2 10 times 4. Area equals 5 times 4. Area equals 20. You could have multiplied those any way you wanted. 10 times 4, then times 1/2. I did 10 times 1/2 first and got 5, and then multiplied by the 4. So that was pretty. And oh, my bad. 20 units squared. 20 units flat surface. All right, let's see. This one's for 12 is kind of weird. We have to try to see where is the floor and how tall is it. So if you make this side over here the ground, the base, then from there straight up over here is the height, because that will tell us straight up from there how tall it is. So it's kind of weird, but we need a floor and we need a straight up measurement, and we can tell that's a straight up measurement from there because of the 90-degree angle. So for this one, area equals 1/2, and the base and the height, area equals 1/2, because it's a triangle, and a triangle is half a rectangle. The base is 8, the height is 5. And maybe now I'll do the 8 times 5 first. Area equals 1/2 of 40. And so area equals 20 units squared. Did I do the same numbers on both sides? 8 times 5, 10 times 4. Yeah, I sure did. So those triangles are the same size, or the same area. Okay, let's figure out the triangle over here. Triangle first, and then we're going to stretch it this way because it's a prism. Okay, let's see. Oh, I used the same triangle from up here. Okay, so we said that that was 20 units. So 20 units squared. So this was 20 units squared. So this whole triangle was 20. And then we're stretching it 6 this way. So the volume equals 20 times 6. The volume equals 120 units cubed. So all we did was take the triangle from above it and make it 3D. So we just stretched it out 3 times. Okay, number 14, what is the volume of the white cone? Well, we find the area of the circle. I'll give you a hint and see if you can do this. The area of the circle is pi r squared. And then we're going to stretch it down 6. So we're going to multiply by 6 once we get that. And then it's a cone, so we take our answer and we divide it by 3 because the volume of a cone is the base times the height. So the base circle times the height 6, and then we divide by 3 for a cone. So can you figure that out? Okay. And then what is the area of the blue cylinder, or the blue area? So you could think of this. Let's see who can get this by tomorrow. You can count 15 as extra credit. If you do a 15, I'll give you some extra points. When you think about it, the blue area is like the whole thing minus the white area. So can you figure out the area of the whole thing, the whole cylinder, and then take away your answer for 14? So basically it would just be that circle, you make it a cylinder, and then subtract the area of the cone. Can you do that? All right, good luck.